Welcome to today's predictions and analysis on betcraft. And today is a very big game, and we're going to have Super Eagles buying it out against Angola in the AFCON quarterfinals. And it's a very big game for Nigerians and for Super Eagles, and it's a much more anticipated game. Angola has been an old foe to Nigerians, dating back from 2006, where they denied Nigeria, opportunity to qualify for that very World Cup. I can remember they took 4 points from their head-to-head meeting with Nigeria in that very qualifying game. We saw them beating Nigeria in Angola while they came here in Kano and snatched out a draw in Kano. That match being the decider, and they triumphed against us and then came to the World Cup 2006. And also, leading to this very match, we are going to talk about the past matches that both teams have played so far in this very tournament. We also saw Nigeria winning 2 games in the group and drawing one, coming out with 7 points in that group. Also, beating Cameroon in the round of 16. And also in the process, we saw that Nigeria are at the back of 3 consecutive clean sheets, before coming to this match. So I see Nigeria being in very good form, especially seeing their display against Cameroon. And Angola, on the other hand, also we saw them also being winning 2 matches in the group and drawing one, and also coming out in the round of 16, defeating Namibia by 3 goals to 0. And we also saw them being in a very fine form. But the caveat, the difference in this is actually the defense. We saw that Nigerian team being very, very organized in their defense line. They've not conceded anything, not allowing Cameroon to have a single shot on target. It's a very big point, but that could not be said for Angolans also, because we saw them conceding two consecutive goals against Mauritania in their second group match. Okay, and we also saw them even in the round of 16 game where they played Namibia. We also saw how Namibia were able to create some of these wonderful chances, but they were unable to capitalize on those chances that they created. So we could see a different result if that match had been against a more quality team. Okay, we want to say that the weakness of Angolas is their defense. Okay, and Nigeria having the likes of Osimhen, Lukman, and Iwobi. They have the capacity. They possess the capacity to exploit these chances. These holes in the Angolan defense. Okay, and with that said, the offer for this very match is Nigeria to come out winners in this very match. Nigeria to win this game. Okay, that's that. And going to the next match that we have for you today is SANSUBSPOR against Galatasaray in Turkey League, and we all know how good Galatasaray has been so far in the league. They are one of the best teams in the league. In fact, I can't even separate them with the Fenerbahce. We saw that the only thing that's separating the two teams is just goals for as they have the same point. They've been winning and winning and winning. Okay, nobody wants to pedal in that league. So we'll see that Galatasaray is in a fine form, and we also saw that in the last September they also defeated SANSUBSPOR by 4 goals to 2. And with that said, we want to look at the statistics so far in the league for both teams. We see that SANSUBSPOR has played 23 games and they have been able to win 7 out of those 23 games they have played so far, and they have had 5 draws, and also they have lost 11. Okay, looking at the goals scored in process, you see that they have scored 27 goals, and yet they have conceded 33 goals. Okay, but on the other hand, you see Galatasaray played out 23 games, but they have won 19 out of that 23 games they have played so far. You also see them having 3 draws and only losing 1 game. And we also saw the goals that was scored in the process. We saw them, scoring whooping 48 goals in the process while conceding just 14 goals. All right, we see that the host task is on the side of Galatasaray, taking the spoils today. Not wasting so much time. The verdict for this very game is Galatasaray to win in this very game. All right. That being said, alternatively, we also saw how SANSUBSPOR, have been, having a trend of scoring, much higher goals, especially when they are playing at home. In the past 5 home games, they've been able to score 2 or more goals in their home game. So the alternative for this very match is over 2.5. 3 goals in this very match. Is it okay? Moving to the last prediction of the day, we get to Serie A in Italy, where Lecce is facing Fiorentina, and we see that Lecce are in a very big trouble. We see that in the past 5 games so far, they have only gotten 1 point. They've been able to have just one draw. What losing the other losing 4. You also see them conceding goals, and in the past 2 league matches, they have conceded 5 goals. And you see their match against Genoa, we saw a team very shaky and losing out against Genoa in the weekend by 2 goals to 1. And while on the other hand, they are also in a very good form, and they have actually have the qualities that to exploit these defensive problems of Lecce. And this game, we'll see Fiorentina coming up with us in this very game, and the biggest odd of the day actually, and we coming up with Fiorentina to win, and the odd is priced at 2.1. You see that it's a very high odd, and we advise that you can play it separately, or you can as well include it in your game. It's your decision, whichever one. But we see Fiorentina coming out better in this very match. Thank you very much for your time, and we also ask that you subscribe to our channel, and also share our videos, and like it, and comment, interact. What's your reaction? We want to know. Thank you so much. We hope to see you again tomorrow for the next predictions. God bless.